Welcome back, everyone. Um, as you can imagine, we just cleaned the table with the previous fly we did before, the mud minnow, and I went to refill my glass of wine over here and got my Cuban, and we're going to tie another fairly simple fly, which is this shrimp. This shrimp over here, as you can see, it's not really complicated. It's simple, easy can be. Again, it's going to be done with two brushes. What we have over here is this chromatic brush that I did with Sanios. We worked to put together the color combination of the density of the fibers, and we did a pretty good job on it. And some shrimp's eyes, some rubber legs. For these flies, you can choose a bead chain or lead eyes. Interesting enough, though, what I'm going to use is a jigger hook for this fly. I think that this fly is going to be quite successful for many of you, especially if you're going to be chasing those redfish in the floods, or snook into the mangroves anywhere you go. And of course you can do several sizes. You can do bigger, smaller, whatever your needs is. I'm gonna be using chartreuse threads again. I'm not going to use a monofilament, and as I mentioned before, I'm going to put some lead bead chain, which will be fairly light. If you prefer to tie this fly for a very shallow water situation, you don't even have to put any eyes at all, so no way. Saying that, let's get starting over here. Pull out one brush of each. Got a little wind over here as usual, which is fine. That is very lovely day today. And this color, by the way, is a live bait, which is white. And the woolly creature, and a hot orange. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the woolly creature, but this is pretty much brush. I put it together with the idea to tie a woolly bugger, believe it or not, like the very thin diameter chenille and rubber legs to resemble the hackle. I've been doing so many flies for bonefish and permit and stripers as well, and the redfish. I mean, you name it. I mean, this brush is a very I would say applicable with a lot of flies. So I got my two brushes over here. I'm gonna grab one of this hook. Right there. And notice that what I do start on my threads over here, I'm going all around, because that's where I'm going to be like the eyes, so that they won't move. What I'm doing over here, I'm wrapping towards the bend of the hook, just like that. And that actually is where I'm going to put the brushes, right there. And then we're going to lash them together, just like that. At this point, I'm going to get the rubber leg. As you can see, I don't put too much of pressure onto the rubber legs. We're going to put a drop of glue. And at this point, I'm going to put the eyes. Actually, I wanted those eyes to pass the bend of the hook. Just like that. Okay, we're going to fix a little bit. Perfect. You want to make sure the eyes are right on top of the hook shank, just like that. My bead chain right on that corner. Okay. They're not going to go anywhere. There we go. Let's make sure we have everything in place. Looks like we do. Okay, what we have to do now is grab the orange brush. We're gonna give it one turn. Over the legs. and you really don't need to put a lot of pressure into the brush. We got room for one more turn. So if you want to count, I did the 3 turns. Now don't be too heavy with this orange brush. This is a fairly sparse fly. Okay. See those rubber legs over here? They'll give a nice little effect. And now we're gonna do the Chromatic senior brush. That was 2 turns. That's going to be 3 turns. There we go. Basically, what I will going to do is I have a room in between the orange brush over here. You can see there is my threads over here, left space, and basically that's where I am going to lay the second brush. Just like that. There you go. Done. Just pull those fibers away. And we finish the phone. So we'll add cement. Yeah, let's see what we did over here. I guarantee you that once you see this fly in the water, you're gonna like it. And there is many ways you can tie this fly. Of course, you can do heavier, which I don't recommend, lighter with less turn, which I do recommend that. But again, it's up to you what you needed to fish, if it's a shallow water, deeper water, and so forth and so on. I really would like to hear from you about this fly, if you're going to have some luck. Again, I tried on redfish with several colors, from light olive to a little tan and clear. I try on stripers. I caught fish on stripers, snook. I believe you're gonna like it. Please enjoy yourself out there as usual, and until then, have a good time, and let me know about this new fly. This is a fairly new fly. This is the first time I show out there. Be well.